Where's my desktop? Where's my desktop? Did you guys eat it? Huh? Did a pyrophile burn it down? Why would you do that? I don't get it. You guys are weird. But hi there. Ugh, closing my door with one arm where you can see it. I hope each and every one of you had a nice day, and it only gets nicer from here on out as you are spending it together with me. I started a few minutes early because a certain bunny asked me to. Indeed. Today we are reading more Kubera, the Punished Loser. I called the channel, the stream this because we're reading the chapters Punished, or Punishment I think, and then the chapter Loser. So Punished Loser makes a lot of sense. Let me drink a little bit. I went to the dentist today. Oh hey, it's me. Went to the dentist today, and after dentist put his stuff in my mouth and just did a little bit of stuff inside of my mouth. I always have trouble because I choke very easily. So like, not choking, but like I produce a lot of saliva, so I always need to. You know. But basically the dentist did his little looking around and was like, oh, it looks all fine. But then we also did a checkup with x-ray because I haven't done an x-ray for my teeth in like 3 years. And they said like you always do it around 3 years time just to get updates. And apparently it was not visible with the human eye, but it was visible with the x-ray. There was a tiny cavity forming inside of like the lower left teeth. I don't know what, like lower left. It's not the last one, it's like the second to last teeth. So I'm actually going back to the dentist tomorrow. So that tomorrow at the dentist I can get that cavity removed. Hi there, Thibaut. I get here for the choking conversation, I see. Yes, it's all about the choking. It's all about that choking. Blech. Man, I don't like the dentist. But at least, because I still haven't caught up with all of the Webtoon after my Japan trip this time, at least during my time in the waiting room at the dentist, I could just read some Illicit and catch back up with Illicit. So I'm almost caught up with Illicit again. I will catch up with the rest of Illicit today, and then tomorrow I can read the next Webtoon that I haven't caught up yet. And then 2 days from now, I actually have a... What is it called? Hairdresser? Hairdresser? Please, Barber? Hairdresser. Yeah, I got an appointment at my hairdresser, so there's gonna be slightly different changes in my hair, and I hope you guys will notice it, otherwise I will be all disappointed. So remember, I say it now, and if in 2 days nobody tells me, oh my god, have you been at the hairdresser? Have you been in the salon? Then I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Oh, my neck is so... Ooh, so hard. Yes. Wait, was it Thibaut that said that? No, it was Pate. Okay, I'll ask him that when if he appears today. Oh right, I need to still open up the... I need to pull this over here. I need to open up the Fire Emblem OST for now. Like this. Get the way. Got that stuff prepared. Perfect. What is this one? Oh no, I'm not getting copyright struck today. I'm not keeping this up. Mambo! Mambo! Ugh. I have no idea how long today's chapters are going to be. We're kind of getting closer to the end of Season 2. We're on page 45 of Kubera right now. Of like the chapter overview. And I don't even remember which picture oh, right, the picture I took was from the last chapter of Your Justice and Mine. And not from Punishment. But that doesn't matter. I always fast scroll through the next chapter to see if there's any nice picture I can take for the thumbnail. But this time I was like, oh, this picture at the very end of the last chapter of Your Justice and Mine with Lee's there. That was just a very good chapter. Hi there, Corey. Welcome to stream. I hope you had a nice day and it only gets nicer from here on out. Make sure to get yourself something to snack and drink before we get into everything. Punishment is kind of an extra, I think. Damn, you're saying it's filler? That's crazy. So I can just skip it? What do I need to prepare? The next one might be better if you're looking for thumbnails. I mean the thumbnail I chose in the end is fine. It's like the final panel of the last stuff, so I think that works. Punishment is loser 0. Oh, I don't think there's any filler in Kubera, to be honest. Maybe some of the first set of side stories, but not really. I feel like calling. I mean, that depends on your definition of filler, of course. I would never say that a manga, webtoon, or whatever can have filler. I would also not say that a novel can have filler. The only way I could say that no, I would never say it for manga. The only way I can say it for anime, the only way I say it is for anime, if it adapts something and then adds something. But even in anime, if it is like some people call something that is not in the manga filler. But even that is not entirely true, because sometimes there's things in the anime that are anime original, but they're done by the author. So they're not filler in the sense of they're created by the animation company just to stretch things out. Like, that's the definition of filler. Filler is content that is not done by the original author and is just done to stretch things out. But technically you can also call things filler if they don't necessarily serve a purpose in the grand scheme of the story. But that's like a very kind of definition in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Let me start the BGM here. I have trouble saying Naruto post Sasuke abduction is not filler. I mean, that is filler, right? That hasn't been made by Kishimoto. And then that is also a very weird decision of them. I don't know. Some of these guys. Hey, let me read something here. I'm looking at the Discord right now, and there has been a discussion over there. No, smiling friend's creature. It was, yeah, I say about him months ago. Way! In no true filler in Kubera, Curry made everything canon. Regarding the side stories among the readers, there's only one that people think doesn't add much to the plot. Oh. It was using the second definition. It's kind of specific to mediums where you need to fill airtime. Hey there, Stepan! Oh, my neck broke. Good old filler. We all love ourselves a good filler. What's going on here? That was the talk about. That was discussion. Okay. Kubera, Kubero. Am I missing one? Kuberu. Filler isn't necessarily bad. To be honest, Kakusa Hidan's side plot in Naruto is filler-ish, in that it doesn't add much to the plot, but I really like it. I bet that even that one side story will come back to have some importance in the main story. By chance, do you remember which spin-off is the filler? Is the one filler, Cory? Like, is the number or something? I do agree with you on that, Thibaut. Filler isn't necessarily bad. Filler, I would not call filler ever bad. People dislike it because it's not the real story, blah 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 blah. If I like a story and the filler is produced well, then I will also enjoy the filler, because like, as long as the characters stay in character, as long as the moments are like funny, lighthearted, sweet, or has good action or whatever, I don't care if it's necessarily created by the real author or not. So I would still call it filler, but I would still watch it. If I like a story, why wouldn't I watch more of that story? I don't get that sentiment of like, oh yeah, if you watch One Piece, skip all of the fillers, and also make sure to always skip all of the summaries, also make sure to watch One Piece, also make sure to skip all of the openings, nobody cares about music anyway, skip the endings, you don't need to watch the movies, none of them are canon anyways. So, it's like, what is that? I think Love Letter is the one that most people felt like it was filler, and agreed with each other on it. And yes, it has become more relevant. Lemause. I'm making myself disappear, and I'm starting the setup overlay. Not Elgato, not game. Red filter. React. Kubera. You see the prophecy! The prophecy has come! Why? Okay. Let's read. Let's just get into reading. We've been yapping for like 20 minutes. That's enough. That's enough. Let me close my eyes for a moment. Wait, not this one. My bad. I never even noticed that before. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I need to struggle reading YouTube chat. Actually, can I open YouTube chat in some way? Actually, yes, I can. I just need to pull this over here. And then I can pop out YouTube chat here. And I can pull this thing again here. And then I can go over here, and then I can close this, and then I can have YouTube chat here, so that I can... Why isn't YouTube chat being shown? Because it's Streamlabs, it's not multi-chat, okay. It just... Can I show multi-chat, view, transform, file, Steam collection, tools, stream elements, Team setup, no. Multi-chat. Ah yes, multi-chat is in read-only mode. Thank you very much. That's not what I wanted to do. Pull multi-chat bigger. And I can close this probably. Oh, I do think it's the objectively the worst spin-off, but I like how it shows things. Let's just keep it here. Sure. Reading time! Netherite! Oh man. I'm wondering if Lise is going to die. Who's that? Lorraine? What's she looking at? Punishment. Ill of year D999. 1 year before the great upheaval. Evil! Marriage? No, I still haven't thought about it. But, Lorraine, we've already been engaged for 10 years. Saha on 17 years ago, quarter age 40, physical age 20. That's right, a whopping 10 years ago. When I was 10 years old, the elders in my family decided on the engagement among themselves. They engaged... They engaged a 10-year-old with a 30-year-old? Even if his quarter age is 30 and his physical age is 15. They engaged a 10-year-old to a 30-year-old? Huh? They do what? Jimmy? What? Her aunts practically forced her to get dressed up when they heard about her meeting Saha. I don't know what you thought about me at that age, but I really wasn't thinking anything, Saha. Then you should have cancelled the engagement before. You don't want him for yourself, but you won't give him away. You're quite the player, miss. Lutz Syrov, 17 years ago, quarter age 28, physical age 14. Ah, jeez, you scared me. What are you doing here? I'm experiencing my employee's work condition as his boss. It's their boss. I don't want to show her busy. Maybe that's why he succeeded at every business that he tries his hand at. Anyway, I'm not a player or anything. It's just because what of my family forces me to do. Yeah, the culture of Plant Wildorf. Yeah, it's not a modern society in that sense. So, Lorraine, are you saying you don't want to marry me because you don't like me? No, Saha, it's not that I don't like you. What a player. Told you that's not it. What I mean is, of course I know that you are a good person. As everyone says, you're the ultimate catch for marriage, but to be honest, I don't feel attracted to you at all. Wow, it's over. That was so blunt. No, it's just modern Korean society. No. Right? No. There's no way. Like, no. I know, I don't know what's Korea's age of consent and stuff, but maybe not early, but I think arranged marriage is there's no way that they're marrying a 30-year-old to a 10-year-old. Isn't the story, as the story is based more on Hindu stuff? What is this? Is this just Hindu practice maybe? More than Korean practice? I don't know. What do you mean by feeling attracted? Could you be more specific? This guy must have no pride. Nah. I mean being attracted, like, for example, someone like Lutz. I don't like middle-aged women. What are you talking about? I don't like you either. I was just talking about your face. But what do you mean middle-aged woman? I'm 8 years younger than you. If you want to get treated like you're younger than me, then you'll have to speak more politely. Why do you only act so politely to Saha? Well, I think the age thing is just because quadruples make things weird. Yeah, because physically he was like 15 as well, but it's still like, then it would be like marriage between 15 and 10-year-olds. Which still would be weird, but like, I guess, tiny bit better. So, it's a problem with my appearance? No, to be honest, it's true that your extremely girly face is the biggest problem. It's not simply about your appearance, it's also things like your personality or your behavior. Would you change your mind a bit if I became a bit more attractive? It's also because he would age slower, so they would be the same age 10 years later. Answer me. There's really no hope for me. Then I'll stop bothering you and cancel the engagement. Saha was very much more By the way, this Saha looks very much closer to me. Like, current Saha look more like a older version, like my father or something. But this Saha, that's close enough. Then I'll stop bothering you and cancel the engagement. I'm all for that, of course, but if we cancel the engagement now, there will be problems for both of our families. Would it be okay to keep the possibility open for now? Even if we don't cancel the engagement now, as time goes on and I age more quickly than him, he'll end up looking for a younger woman. If I wait until then to cancel the engagement, then he wouldn't get hurt and it would be good for both of us, right? I just have to bear being an old spinster. Well, there's no need to cancel it right now. If you really start looking way more attractive than now, then I may want to marry you. Grow a pair of bunny ears and he's pretty much you. Exactamundo. Alright, I'm glad there's a chance. I'll have to try harder now. Actually, I was just recommended to be the head of the magic college, but I'm still young, so I refused and suggested they give the position to someone else. For now, I had better say that I'll take the job. I'm also being considered as head of the magic union and presiding judge of the magic court. Will it be good to accept those positions too? Yes, of course, you should do as much as you can. The more successful Saha is, the better it is for him on a personal level. Plus, his family will be happy, and it will be a win-win for both of us in the end, right? Hey, Lorraine. You're really mean. You're going to end up getting punished for this. Huh? What does it matter to you? You're the one who's so noisy that you even interrupt other people's dates. Don't talk about people when you don't know what they feel. It's you who doesn't know how people feel. 1 month later, Saha On is appointed head of the Magic College at Elov University. The following year, D1000, the year N0, a vote for head of Magic Union, presiding judge is delayed due to the Great Upheaval. Death of Priest of Light following an attack from Terra Bell. Half-Blood owned the Sword of Returning at the time. After a joint attack from the priest candidates led to the death of Terra Bell, Saha On is temporarily appointed priest. Year N1, Saha On achieves the first place magic ranking in retest to determine rankings after a great upheaval. Officially ascends to position of Priest of Light. Selected as head of the Magic Union with a 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. I will keep doing this. A 6-7% of the votes in the Elov Magicians Union vote, unanimously selected in the vote for the presiding judge of the Magic Court. Stefan just frowning. Year N5, death of Jibble Ahes, Fire Priestess. Agwens Rahov, president of Elov University at the time, becomes the candidate for Fire Priest. Agwen Rahov. Terra, Saha On temporarily becomes president to Elov University. In July of the year, Brilliant Ruin displays remarkable barrier ability and becomes the youngest fire priest in history. Agwell, one of the candidates for the priest position, soon returns to Elov University, but refuses the position of president. Saha automatically becomes president of Elov University. Year N6, Saha On receives 84% approval in a vote for him to be reappointed as head of the Elov Magicians Union. He receives 76% approval in a vote for him to be reappointed as the presiding judge of the Magic Court. Holy shit, so much lore. It's just lore text. Year N7, Saha On encounters tremendous conflict with magicians who oppose several new bills that he advanced, including a penal law for stolen goods and a penal law for murders on half-bloods. After this, Saha On no longer proposes any new bills. N8, with growing public opinion that human rights must also be guaranteed for murderers, the opinion that Saha On's treatment of magic murderers is too strong becomes so common that it is even mentioned at a Grand Magicians Conference. Year N9, Saha leaves his position as president of Elov University due to excessive work-related stress. He also tries to quit his position as head of the Magicians Union and presiding judge of the Magic Court, but Lorraine dissuades him from this. Year N10, as soon as Lorraine passes age 30, Saha On's relatives start looking for a new potential wife for him. Rana Raimia, age 21 at the time, is their top pick, but she refuses. Saha On is furious when she finds out Lilia Shu, age 20 at the time, is suggested, and the story about cancelling the engagement is forgotten. I don't know who Lilia Shu is. I forgot that name if I heard that before. Year N11. Saha-on receives 97 approval in a vote for him to be reappointed as head of the Ill Magicians Union. Received 52% approval in a vote for him to be reappointed as the presiding judge of the Magic Court. Year N12. Saha-on suggests the death penalty for Asha Rahiro in the incident of 29 accidental homicides. But once Lorraine defends Asha and the jury vote on a penalty fee for Asha instead. He cuts off contact with the outside world, staying at home for around a month, before resigning as presiding judge. After this, there are 3 votes for presiding judge of the Magic Court, but no one received the majority of the votes. Lydia Shu is one of the magicians who helped Saha at the Asha trial. She has short blue hair and is from Carter. Okay. Year N13. With persuasion from Lorraine, Saha-on submits his candidacy again for presiding judge of the Magic Court and wins the vote with 64% of the votes in his favor. Year N14. Lorraine persuades Saha-on to return to his position as president of the Elof University. Year N16. Saha-on is hit by a mysterious attack in a battle on the Aero Plateau and dies. It's so Lorraine liked him, but Lorraine didn't want to marry him even when she got older and he was still like, he got more manly or whatever, but I don't know. Punishment. Is this punishment? If this is the price for my foolishness, I will gladly accept it. However, they shouldn't have harmed Saha when he never did anything wrong. I would guess because of the darkness vibe that it's a cloaking device? I think she cloaked herself. Of course, I am going to buy your viewers. Of course I'm going to buy your viewers, good sir. Let me buy your viewers. Oh no, I accidentally banned you instead of buying your viewers. Oh no! Oh no! Whatever shall I do? The misery! There's a reason why Lorraine is one of the most hated characters. She is? Huh. As I mentioned in last week's comment, this week is about the past. When I said it involved 3 supporting characters, many of the correct predicted it would be about Saha, Lorraine, and Lutz. Saha and Lorraine I could have predicted, but Lutz I wasn't sure. Saha and Lorraine looked the same age at the time. The actual age for Saha was twice Lorraine's age. Since the time Lorraine has begun to look older than Saha, Lutz is 8 years older than Lorraine, but he's still a boy whose voice hasn't broken yet. But even though he looks so young, he's already Lorraine's upperclassman at the university as well as a successful businessman. I would argue that Lorraine still looks the same age as Saha even now. Like, even at the time when he died. Not sure. I just think they still look the same age, really. She does not look that much older, but that's the problem with a lot of anime, that they just can't draw old-looking characters. Here we have the Sampati situation. Oh, I missed the chapter! Anyone like Stepan said, this made me... Anyway, like Stepan said, this made me really hate, despise, spit on, kick in her balls, and utterly throw Lorraine out of a window. Damn, Corey, really going all out with your comment. Really going all out. I really like Lorraine, says Thibaut in the corner. It's like that meme of like, they don't know that I'm a VTuber, and it's like, they don't know that I like Lorraine. Over there! I know you're joking, but I'd say worse than that, Lemma. Oh, so that's her full Shura form. She's so hot. I'm not sorry, she's so hot. I just mildly dislike her. Is that the stage 5 Rakshasa? I don't know what. Don't know why, but it has removed its cloaking. It looks like it can't use its cloaking when it increases its regeneration speed. That means damage must have been pretty hard against it. I cannot read today. Holy shit. She's a fun character with flaws and interesting personality dilemmas. Plus, she's not the dumbest. Well, not always. Yeah, I can see that. Of course, there's a difference of like, I know somebody is hot. Nyam 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 nyam. I feel like you can dislike a character, but even say like you can say it's a good character, but dislike the good character. It's the way that I can say, oh yeah, I like this villain, and people will go like, what do you mean you like this villain? He's so horrible. Don't you know what he did to these people? He killed that person. He did that person. He did that non-consensual stuff. He even did something to children. He did something to dogs. How can you like him? And I'm like, I like him as he's a good antagonist. I like him as an antagonist. I know he's a horrible person, but I like him as a character. Oh, she's a good character. I just hate her. Kind of like what I have with Gandalva. I feel like nowadays people judge you when you apparently like bad characters. That means damage must have been pretty hard against it. Anyway, now that you can see it too, it will be easy to attack it. Keep following it and attack. It will be really hard to catch it if we miss this chance. We have to kill it right now. How can you like your character in the fandom as Rana? Huh? Rana? She seems fine. Loser. I guess that won't work. Not only are official notes not coming from Rintello, but we can't even send them out from here. It looks like the transition system has been hit with a paralyzing attack. Okay, Shibo, now we're just disagreeing on everything. Huh? Then isn't this really serious? What's serious about it? Now that Agni has gone there, at least the barrier won't break. I'm more worried about here than there. True, this is the closest city to Rintello. We only have one barrier, and if Agni were to collapse, there are no suitable replacements. We get a few people with barrier abilities after that attack before, remember? That's not even 10 people, plus they're not even in the top 100 rankings aside from Agwin. Agwin isn't saying a word, so keep it down. But why would they send such a large sum of money from Rintello? They're daily sending the... Okay, it's the flashback with Kazakh. Well, there's plenty of bad characters, but very well written that you'll enjoy. Yeah. I like Agwin. I wonder if Kazakh would accept me as a son-in-law. Don't worry too much, Agni. Don't worry too much. Agni probably left knowing that the Shuras wouldn't attack here. But how do you know about that? Of course I know. He may not have ever said a kind word to me without his earrings, but seeing how he purposely calls me princess and tries to be aware of me, I can clearly see that he's trying to play his role as a father for me. But that's not coming from his heart. He's simply acting out the father role that he knows about on an intellectual level. And those actions devoid of emotion come to an end as soon as it gets even a little bit difficult to maintain them. What's this? Looks like he doesn't care whether this human gets hurt or not. Maybe she isn't an important person to him after all. Well, but still, he's following me, so I'll keep going for now. Come to think of it, it's true, even when my mom passed away, he wasn't sad at all without his earrings. How could I, his daughter, accept more affection than that? He accepts you, but you pray for no emotional resonance. Yeah, the last one didn't have a good ending. He accepts you, but you pray for no emotional resonance? Actually, the Dragon Shura happened with Agwin's last boyfriend? I actually don't remember. Without his earrings, that's his limit. He was already her fiancé at the time, right? Oh. He imitates the image of a father, but there's no synergy in it. With his personality, even if I were to die, he would probably pass over it with the same expressionless face as before. Oh no, are these death flags for Kazakh? There are several attacks heading for the planet. Is it okay to keep fighting like this? Well, just remember we haven't heard from him in the story. It's fine, we've only been moving south since before, and since there are hardly any people there anyway... Crap, when did we end up all the way at Atera? We're above Atera. I thought it was strange that it would just stay in the same place dodging us when it was moving so quickly before. It looks like from the very start, it intended to take the city hostage while the gods were gone. If it decides to attack, the city would collapse in an instant without the gods there. Chandra, don't you have a skill that lets you go right to the city like Agni? Go to Altera right away and take over the barrier, then Altera will be safe. Ah, you stupid dragon. What good is it if only Altera is safe? Why do you think we came all the way here? If I leave you here, you can't kill it, so you just end up getting slaughtered. Don't you get it? That's exactly what it wants right now. Forget about the city and keep attacking. We need to be prepared to take some damage if we're going to kill a stage 5 Rakshasa. I won't say it again. Go to Altera right now. I don't know, in season 1 it said lover, him being fiancé, maybe it said later. Until you go, I won't attack at all. Superior Shura, who attacked your village, was simply following his orders. He was the main instigator behind it. So if you just kill him, not only will you be able to get revenge, but you will even stop the Shuras from ever achieving their goal. Seeing him sitting there like a king among countless superior Shuras. He clearly looked like their leader. That's right. I followed Asha because I wanted to avenge my town anyway, right? Pulling is sort of returning and trying so hard to learn Bhavati Kubera. All of that was for the sake of that one goal. Whatever happens, all I have to do is accomplish that goal. Now, if I just pass through the door, whether he dies or I do, it's time to settle this. Is that guy guarding the passage? True, it's such an important place that there would have to be a gatekeeper. There's no need to get close if I attack from here first. Why did my bracelet turn off? She said it wouldn't matter since this place is far from Aero Plateau. Look at him standing there. It's Yuta. Is Yuta going to eat up Lise once more? Is he going to eat her out? Who's going to lose? This is a reference to the chapter title, Loser. Some fans were disappointed because Chandra was a supporter instead of an attacker. Of course Chandra can be an attacker and fight alone. Even though he may not look at it, he's still a god. But for now it's more helpful to amplify Kazak's transcendental skills. It's been a long time since we've seen Altera's temple magicians. Tara, curly hair, appears more often, but it's been like forever for the other two. Hehe. Sampati's 5th stage Shura form looks humanoid, but she is much larger. There isn't much around her for her to get proper scale, so it's not easy to estimate her size yet. Stay tuned for a little longer. Magicians can be seen using Bhavati Chandra amplifiers during the attack on Altera, episode 72. Even though Aquen thinks her father Kazak doesn't care a bit about her, it's apparent that he does, in fact, care for her well-being, to the point of demanding that a god protect her. Since Maruna's words are visible in Aquen's flashback, some fans believe it means she can understand Shura's speech. Unconfirmed. I see. Gotta clean. Gotta blow, gotta blow. I don't wanna go to the dentist tomorrow, man. Dentist takes so much time. Ugh. Yuta, what are you doing here? I worry for Yuta and Lise. Hi there, Maro. But why are you using those eyes? Can you turn them off for a bit? There's almost nothing I can do when your eyes are red. I'll be in trouble if I can't use the bracelet here. Yuta, you're stepping on my cape. That's my people. Hate Lorraine. Going to the dentist is always better than dealing with the consequences later. That is very much true. But I hate the way the dentist puts things in my mouth, man. And the sounds, ew, the sounds. And the feeling, ew. I'm also going to get like a freaking, what's it called in English? Like this stuff so you're going numb. It's like a, not antithesis, what's it called? Anesthesia. Numbing. I'm gonna get that. Yeah, anesthesia, anesthetic. I'm going to get a freaking syringe in my throat, and then my left side of my throat is going to be all numb, and I won't be allowed to eat after a dentist anything as well. Just let your teeth fall out, bro. Damn. Do you think people like that sloppy toppy if somebody doesn't have any teeth? Smiles at you, increasingly weird. You stay here and guard here so that no one disturbs me and no one comes this way. Bro, what the fuck? I'm asking the real questions. Eat them all up. Have we ever seen if Sagara has teeth? Sagara is a snake. Does she have like only like 2 teeth that are poisonous? What does Sagara's throat look like? Do you guys think Sagara is into vor? Considering she's a giant snake? I've had some bad experiences at the dentist. Like over time, even teeth exploded when he tried to pull it out. One time, a teeth exploded. A tooth. Not teeth. Exploded? Huh? Huh? Let's get over with the dentist. Just like you survived so far. Are you asking me to give the cape back? Then I'll give it to you. I don't even know what to use this for. I was just wearing it because you gave it to me. Even in this form, he's going in. He's going seductively. Even though he's probably going to eat her. Huh? Hold on, Yuta, I'm... And she's like, okay, well, there goes Lise. I told you to hold on, Yuta. My makeup has some herbal ingredients in it, and I know you hate that taste. She's bonking him with the sword. Sorry, you just scared me by rushing at me suddenly. I'm not the one who kissed you first. There's no reason to get so angry, right? Does Yuta get violent when he eats herbs? Then now, Asha, give them some privacy. Asha is giving them some privacy. Yeah, sure, that's exactly why Asha stopped looking. Aku called that Yuta Tumblr sexy man. Listen, Yuta, I'm not sure if we'll be able to see each other again. And it would really hurt if this is how we part ways. I didn't expect you to come with me. But if we could just turn off those eyes so that I could use this bracelet. Yuta? Sort of some kind of special ability? Something happens to Yuta because of this. Hey, Yuta! Yuta! Yuta, snap out of it! Okay, we can finally see inside of the Yuta's world. What's going on? Why am I suddenly nauseous and my head hurts like crazy? Jatayu. How? There's no way Jatayu is in front of me right now. Huh? Where am I? Why does it look like Shura City? No, I was definitely somewhere else. I was definitely trying to save someone. That's right, Lise! I was trying to save Lise! Who are you? Why do you look like Jatayu? What do you do to Lise? This must be a psychological transcendental skill, right? If this is reality, there's no way I would be a little kid like this. Shut up. There's no way most people would recover their consciousness after a shock like this. But I guess with my real body fighting somewhere else, my focus on here was blurred for a moment. Too bad, I was hoping to do the same thing to you that you did to Jatayu. What? The tone of her voice is totally different. Not only is she not Jatayu, but she's not even Jatayu's age. She must at least be a stage 4 Rakshasa. Although it's different from the way in which human voices are transmitted, each Rakshasa has their own unique tone, which gradually gets more mature depending on their level. With my real body busy fighting, I can't keep concentrating on here forever. With the situation being the way that it is, I'll just do something simpler. Shura Realm, there's no Shura City. No, my guy, it's Shura City. Don't you know the Shura region? There's 8 gym badges in the Shura region, and when you catch all of the Shuras, you can fight against the Shura champion. You're awake, Yuta. Thought I was the only one who could hold the sword of returning. How can Yuta... With her magic and transcendental skills all blocked, and even her weapon taken away, how long can a human last up against a Rakshasa? Huh? No, stop it! It is because of Jatayu, that was all my fault, yes! Lise has nothing to do with it, just torture me! Me! I'm torturing you right now. There have already been plenty of chances to simply inflict physical pain, like beating you or killing you, but that's too light of a punishment compared to what you've done. My true revenge will be completed with psychological pain. So just like me, see what it feels like to lose someone precious to you. Yippee! Lise can crush 51 pine boards without wearing the bracelet. Along with that strength, she's also wielding a godly item. If Yuta were a normal person, his face would have been crushed by the sword. This Jatayu is in her second stage. The Yuta who is facing her is in its first stage. In the webtoon, Yuta has appeared mostly in a second stage from season 1 through early season 2. In the Korean version of this episode, among both male and female characters, Yuta seems to cry the most. It becomes obvious, at least to webtoon readers, that Jatayu's voice is really that of Sampati because of her yellow speech box. Ah. That was actually her talking. That second comment, the Mao. Yeah, nah, I'm not even bothering. I'm not bothering. I saw it about Asha and Hunter's Eye and looking at Lise and Yuta. No, these weirdos. Pain of losing someone precious? That's right. I'm going to steal. Lise doesn't deserve that, Sampati. That's right, I'm going to steal something precious from him and give him the same pain that I felt. Oh, but what if he never finds anyone precious? That won't happen. Even now, there are 2 people who are precious to him. You don't mean Maruna and Kalavinka, do you? That's right, but their parents are the top 2 members of our clan, so I'm just keeping them around for now. But Akasha will someday be the leader, so then... Enough. That's enough, Sampati. Don't ever say that kind of thing anywhere else. I completely understand how you feel since you are particularly fond of your sister, but let's think about this more rationally. Neither did Jatayu deserve that. What do you mean? Don't all Shuras deserve death? Winks at you. All Shuras deserve death. Eh? I thought about it a lot, and there's something suspicious. If he intended to eat Jatayu from the very beginning, why would he have been friends with her? How on earth could Jatayu have befriended someone like him? Sampati, you warned her so many times not to hang around anyone from the Clan of Chaos, but Jatayu ended up going out to see him. How on earth did that little girl manage to leave here and get there through this dangerous Shura city? It makes no sense. It wouldn't be possible unless someone was watching over her. So Sampati. To me, it seems like at least a primeval god, or maybe an Astika. No, this was all his own doing. Damn, is this streamer racist? What the flip? You can call me a professional racist the way I'm good at Mario Kart. He was not a primeval god or an Astika. He's just a bad guy, definitely. He must be. So she's also gaslighting herself into hating Yuta. This conversation has stopped here again. She always repeats it like a parrot, as if she has never heard this before. What she needs is not someone to get revenge on, but rather someone on whom she can get revenge. She doesn't even want to know who the real enemy is. Is it because the goal of her growth would be denied if she found out that there were someone behind this on whom she couldn't get revenge? If I keep insisting here, it might cause that last bit of personality that she's really maintaining to collapse. You're right, Sampati. He's the bad one. Nah, he's just German. That's crazy. I mean, I am German. But we're good people now. The Germans have mellowed out. Who else could have arranged that? I wonder. Maybe... If that was also part of Sagara's plan already, that would be insane. So that Sagara did it so that she would hate Jatayu and she would work together with her for something, but I don't know how that would fit into the Sagara plan. Of course it wouldn't be Gandava, of course it wouldn't be Maruna. I don't know if it would be Akasha, whoever, like that person, or if it would be... Who hates that side? I don't know. If he ever finds anyone precious to him, then you should take them away and get revenge on him. I wonder, he's already learned the joke response. I'm so proud. However, you may not lay a finger on Maruna and Kalavinka until I give you my permission. Alright. Thank you for supporting me, mother. Didn't think the price of growing through that deal would be so harsh. It was Sampati's choice to make that deal in spite of knowing the penalty, so I can't turn things back now. Someday the things that she lost at the cost of gaining that power will turn to poison. That sentence confuses me. I didn't think the price of growing through that deal would be so harsh. What deal? So she's saying it like it was Sampati's choice to make that deal. Like Sampati did a deal and that deal ended in Jatayu being eaten by Yuta? So she's responsible for it herself? Or technically the person she made the deal with is responsible? Or is this like written weirdly? It was mentioned that she's younger than normal for a 5th stage. Yeah, because she got pushed through the hatred of hunting Yuta. Wow, there's so many shooting stars falling tonight. It's a good thing there's the barrier, otherwise we'd be in big trouble. In the worst case scenario, I was thinking of blocking them myself. But the gods must have chosen the Altera barrier. At least this guarantees the city is safe. Ah, right, where did you go before? You've been suddenly disappearing more often nowadays. It doesn't bother me, but since Aquan is in charge of the temple now, don't you feel bad making her come to the checkpoint to vouch for you every time? I wonder, but interesting thoughts. He's younger than normal 5th stage and kinda unusually weak for one too. Unusually weak? Huh. You're so inconsiderate, Lenny. You have a kind heart. Hehe, I got a compliment! Kazak, it's too bad it happened to be an air battle. There's no way for me to help you. Although it is better than having a ground battle with a stage 5 Rakshasa and having the ground collapse. But don't push yourself too hard to win. For the sake of your daughter, you can't go like this. Oh no, he got nails! His nails! His nails! It's okay, it has still got low accuracy. It almost never hits me properly by firing randomly like this. It's not like there's a god around. I'm not sure why it won't just open its eyes. Is it busy thinking of something else right now? Its attack pattern seems to be the same, but it also seems like it doesn't even know that the gods have left. And this is my chance. It had been paralyzed and had its serious damage. And it's got its eyes closed and doesn't fully understand the situation yet. That's it. Right now. There goes the open eyes. Damn, she's huge! Damn, she's huge! Holy Sampati! Holy! Holy hell! Those boobs are as big as mountains! I thought you were going to use some kind of hidden skill, but you just use a skill to block my movement. Yeah, Curry said we didn't have the scale yet. Now you know, Lil. You can't kill me by using this kind of thing anyway. Looks like you're almost out of energy too. Once you run out of energy, even the skill will wear off. Yeah, 5th stages are gigantic. I have to see business down there, finished off with my own eyes. But why did the situation have to be like this? I need to finish up here quickly and go. Why don't you stop now? Honestly, there's no need for you to push yourself to fight like this, right? Whatever happens to that planet, you can always just go to a different planet. There are countless humans living on that planet. So, why would you be so considerate of those inferior creatures? Is it because you're a half-blood? I suggest you start changing your mind now. You inherited all of your power from the Shura side of your family anyway. The humans haven't given you anything. They've just made you born to live a short life of 400 years. Every time I see you, I feel like it's so hard to accept your way of thinking. Is it always all you think about? This is why I have no choice but to keep Kalavinka's whereabouts hidden from you. Is he asking for a fight? He knows that I can kill him because of Kalavinka. I can't kill him because of Kalavinka. So what do you intend to do here? Just surrender and back down before you waste all of your energy and your Shura form wears off while I'm showing you mercy? Mercy? What a joke. Mercy in a fight is something that the person in a position of overwhelming superior power can grant. You're not at a level where you can grant mercy to me. Judging from the fact that you still have no clue why I've risked my life like this to approach you and block your movement. Ah, Screech, he. Is this present gate? Go ahead and use that fancy transcendental skill of yours. In there. Not the gate! Not the gate! Are they going to the freaking Chaos Realm? What if you have predicted as Akasha and Sampati were mother and daughter, and now it's come to... Oh, that was Akasha? I actually... Okay, I guess I knew that. I should knew that. But the way that Sampati said, well, right now their leaders, the parents of Kalavinka and Maruna are the leaders of our clan. But when they die at some point, then Akasha will become the leader. And she was talking to Akasha, but said Akasha is going to become the leader. If she said you, then that I would have just been you and was like, do I know that name? Do I know their name? But like, she said Akasha, like she was talking to Akasha, but was saying that not you, Akasha, but said, oh yeah, once they are dead, Akasha's going to become the leader. Even though she was talking with Akasha. I don't know, it's weird. Sampati Kazakh size comparison. Kazakh and Shura form looks unexpectedly cute here. Present Gate is a transcendental skill available to both 5th stage Rakshasas and halves over 100 years of age. Using it in Shura form is a requirement, which is why non-dragon halves are not able to use it, except in extremely rare cases in Fury. Kazakh earlier used the skill to transport himself and his daughter Aquan from Misty Shore to Altera, and later used it again to get to Kalibloom, killing Yuta's fake mother Taraka to escape from the Chaos Shura inside. Sampati states that but Akasha will someday be a leader, and then, which implies that their true goal is not Garuda's recovery. I don't like this translation because Sampati is talking to Akasha here. Fans believe that Yuta and Maruna's sister Kalavinka might secretly hold the power to Garuda's name, so they are actively searching for her, since only Kazakh knows where she is. Plot armor for Kazakh, he must live for Agwen. The inside of the gate is full of Chaos Shuras who nullify Transcendentals, which explains Kazakh's final words to her. Also, Shura City? It's an entire dimension realm bigger, much bigger than a city. Shake my head, translators. In Season 2, Kazakh was complaining how it was annoying being attacked when he used Crescent Gate. Now he's having someone suffer with him. It's such a petty strategy, isn't it funny? Kazakh is a very petty man. Eating chips. Eating potatoes. German. Potato. Nom 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 nom. Pepperoni. Nom 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 nom. Is it just pepperoni as well? Like chili. What is pepperoni? Because it's not this. It's I can actually show you the brand. Please sponsor me, 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 please sponsor me. I'm not buying this. I've never seen that one before. Turkey pepper chips. I've never seen that one before. Juicy paprika. They got so many weird flavors for that from that company. Like that company has what was it? Bro, they got a currywurst style. Interesting tactic, dragging her with him through the realm. Currywurst style. Pepperoni, no sausage image, but a hot pepper? Because that's the word. We don't call those sausages pepperoni. We call it chili. We call chilies. I mean, chili. You can also say chili, I guess. But we mostly call these things pepperoni. Pepperoni, sausage, German word. What actually do we call it? We also call it pepperoni, or do we call it... Pfeffer salami. Interesting. So we either call it pepperoni sausage, like pepperoni Wurst, or apparently we call it Pfeffer salami, which kind of translates to pepper salami. I don't know if salami is an English word. Salami, English. It's also salami. I did not know that you guys have salami. Interesting. Lore. Lore about sausage. How often do you eat Wurst? I know Germans love their Wurst. I mean... I don't think I eat it that much. It's in like my food rotation of like things that I prepare when I eat. Sausage is like rare. It's like a go-to food when I go out. Like when I go into a football stadium to watch a match, I always buy like a sausage. It's like a fire sausage, so it's like a hot sausage. Cheese is king indeed. And while you're mentioning cheese, there's also a combination of both. Currywurst, Feuerwurst. Just Feuerwurst. I like myself a Feuerwurst. Bro, Leberkäse. Ooh. I know some people call it Fleischkäse, but there's also like Fleischkäse or Leberkäse. Holy. By the way, it kind of doxes you what you call it. Depending on what you call this, it doxes you. Because some people call... Like, this is always Leberkäse or Fleischkäse. But you call this Leberkäse. But then you have this. It's meat. It's just a meatloaf, in a way. Technically, it translates to liver cheese. Liver cheese. Käsekrallen, also gut. Diesen heißen sie Eitrige. Eitrig. That sounds disgusting. Eitrig. Eiter. So, depending on where you're from, you call this either a Leberkäse Semmel or a Leberkäse weg. What was it in Bayern again? Ein Leberkäse. Bitte. Ein Leberkäse Semmel. Leberkäse weg. I didn't remember which one was in Bayern. Bayern being Bavaria. I don't know. Me doxing that I went to university in Bayern. I don't care, I don't live there. I can say that much. Oh my god. Der Käse kann spritzen. Mods. LKW, my beloved. Oh, Spee is here for the LKW. LKW, not LKS. Okay, not the Semmel, you're the Weg. I guess... Why is it called cheese? Why is it called liver cheese? Käse leitet sich lediglich von der Form der Leibe ab. So it's just called cheese because it kind of looks like in the shape of a cheese? Ah. Käsekreiner have cheese in it. Käsekreiner. Oh, they're that kind of sausage. I mean, there's also Leberkäse with cheese in it. Oh, Pizza Leberkäse. Oh, wah, woof, woof. Looks like a loaf of bread, Lamar. Look at these Käsekreiner. Oi. I now know what you mean. I now remember those. I wonder what kind of cheese this is. Because there's one kind of meat, I think that is commonly known everywhere around the world. Käseleberkäse. Käseleberkäse. Everyone knows cordon bleu, I think. Cordon bleu. Cordon bleu is like a meat, and there's like cheese inside of that meat. But the cheese inside of a cordon bleu, I don't like that. No matter where I eat it, or which one I get if I make it for myself at home, I just don't like the cheese inside of the cordon bleu. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what kind of cheese that is, but it's not good cheese. Like, I love cheese, and I like how the way the meat from the cordon bleu tastes, but the cheese inside of the cordon bleu is somehow... Ugh, makes me shake my booty. Not in a good way. Spee, let me say it to you in verbal again, because writing the message only brings half as much luck. You called it finals online, but I would assume it's a German thing. So, viel Glück dir beim Abitur, du kleines Schiff. Ich war kurz davor, Maus zu sagen. Ew. Ew. Du Schiff. Du Brocken von Metall. Don't you like it when you're reacting to Kubera Webtoon and suddenly you're talking about cheese for like 10 minutes? Yeah, I ewed myself as well, Spee. Du kleines Schifflein, du. Du Bötchen. 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 Radatz Käsekreiner. Radatz Käsekreiner. Wien. Okay, we're going from Fleischkäse to... to... Pokemon. I'm watching a German streamer and for some reason he started talking about sausage. Kind of makes sense to me. If we go to Austria, we can click on there must be something about countries. Let's make it in English so we can click through it in English. Austria is a country. Is there a button so we can click on Europe? And if we click from Europe, we should be able to find Asia. What sausage would you make out of glurak? I mean, technically it's a lizard, right? I don't know if there's lizard sausages, but it would be... But it would be a Feuerwurst, right? A fire sausage? Considering it's a fire dragon, it would be a Feuerwurst. Eastern Europe, Netherlands. Come on, there must be like some entry saying Asia. How do I get... Why is there nothing talking about Asia? Check for Silk Road mentioned in history. I could, of course, use Control F, but I don't want to Control F. Axis power. Axis power! We're so close, people. We're so close. Are Debreziner Feuerwurst? We can go to the Empire of Japan and now we just need to go like to modern day Japan. Modern day Japan. Modern day Japan. It should probably just be in the beginning. Of like starting from Meiji until the Constitution of Japan took place. Japanese archipelago. Come on, where's the freaking thing saying like it turned into modern day Japan? Meiji, Taisho, Showa, Showa's reign. Heikoku, Kaiserreich. Okinawa? Was Okinawa blue somewhere here? Excluding Okinawa is a prefecture of Japan. Has seemed to be in Old Bavaria, a word for a base of something in a form. Hello, Shika. Yes, a prefecture. Hi there, Shika. We're technically reading something, but right now we're trying to find... Did I say Pokemon? I think I said Pokemon. So we need to go into the modern era. I don't even know if going to Japan is smart or if I should have gone, like, tried going to like games. Biodiversity, climate, environment, government and politics, military, human rights, agriculture, industry and services. Video game sector. Japan video game sector. Nintendo. Pokemon! Woo, baby! That was surprisingly easy. That was surprisingly easy. That was surprisingly easy. You know, I only needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only needed... Okay, that's 8. Sorry. I only needed 8 clicks. 8 clicks to get from Fleischkäse to Pokemon. Does it say Pokemon anywhere here? Japan. Nintendo. Game. No. Crazy. Lewis, didn't you say you wanted to go to bed? Didn't you say you want to sleep, my lurky boy? Lurky boy? I can't sleep. You could have probably done it even quicker. I got censored. Oh no! You got censored! Little old you got censored. Poor Lewis. Let me tuck you in. You can squeeze my ear and tail if you like, if it can help you sleep. You can squeeze my No, we're not there yet. If I'm old, that makes you ancient. Excuse me? I'm not ancient. You're not even that much younger than me. And you're aging compared to me because I'm eternally the same age. Hag? First of all, I'm a man. Second of all, I'm fresh. I'm unused. I'm pure. I'm extremely say-so. Everybody wants me. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Just chilling before the Eldritch Horror. It's always those difficult boats, man. Is Taraka also a Hindu thing? Or is Taraka actually based on like an outer god? What the? I suddenly returned to my normal self. Taraka is also a Hindu thing, okay. I didn't think she would release the transcendental skill so easy. Anyway, Lise! I have to hurry and find her before this gets any worse. There she is. Lise! Lise! What a relief. She's still breathing. But I can't leave her here like this. I have to take her to someone who can use recovery magic. Asha, good timing. Could you use a recovery magic on Lise? On the transport ship. I saw your scarf next to Lise. I sent the scarf so far away, but this time you actually combined with the hide of bondage and attached it to her. Very interesting. And even while doing all of this, you aren't even trying to interrogate me, let alone get revenge. I've been wondering for a long time, if you like her so much, why aren't you doing anything? You know better than anyone why I kept her by my side, and what I was thinking when looking at her, so why would you just stand by watching? That's right, come to think of it, you're on very familiar terms with him as well, aren't you? You must have known from the start that I was a threat to Lise, and yet you did nothing about it, as if you were trying to help me. Asha, Shall I ask that question one last time? Yuta, if Lise and I fight, whose side will you take? Huh? Yuta, are you okay? Taraka is a wife of Brihaspati. That's the name. I only know Taraka as the fake mother of Yuta. Brihaspati. Kubera readers, do you know that name? I have two sides of the people here. The Kubera readers who know things about Hindu stuff because of Kubera, and the Hindu expert Lewis, who's bringing up the different names. Finally, the question again. It finally came back. Guru of the Devas, god associated with Jupiter. Brihaspati. Might be Hindu mythology, but no idea. So Brihaspati has not been part of Kubera yet. I see. So technically... Wait. Help me out here right now, Kubera readers. Yuta is the child of a god, and we know which god it is. But it was not Brahma. Yuta's god was not Vishnu, right? Yuta's god was Chaos Kali. Yes. Kali, the owner of the cloak and sword Lise is using. Yes. Kali was the mother. And we assume that Kali as a god somehow became a Nastika and then had a child with a different with a Varuna Nastika. No, she had a child with a Varuna Nastika, and that's That's how Yuta was born? Kali, my beloved. You go on to bed, that guy's warships in Indiana Jones too. Ah, yes. Or is it... We know he's like Garuda himself. Oh, he is actually son of Garuda? I didn't know. So Kali and Garuda had a child. Not Varuna, Garuda. That's why he's Maruna's brother. Let's speculate that she had stolen Nastika's name so she could have used them. I actually thought they were just like, you know, blood brothers or something, and not like real brothers or something. I guess they're half brothers, but I actually didn't think that there was any blood connection between the two of them. Garuda and Kali. Makes me wonder what's up there. Was the bird... Cloaca. Yuta, are you okay? You looked so strange before. I thought you were just a bit angry, but that didn't seem right. Didn't think the herbs would cause that much of a problem. Sorry, you're okay now, right? Your body should be all recovered, so go in before it gets any later. You haven't forgotten about what you have to do, right? Yuta will stay behind and use his eyes to block transcendental skills from other Shuras. But you have to kill that guy yourself, got it? But if Yuta uses his eyes, I can't use magic or transcendental magic either. Energy either. It won't affect you. Yuta will be an exception. That's famously funny. I didn't know about that. I thought he just blocked anything that passed by his eyes. I think that could be a lie. What do you know about Yuta for you to be able to make a guess like that? Yuta's abilities have nothing to do with his range of vision. Has Yuta ever told you even once what realm he's from, what kind of power he has, and why he's in the human world? You didn't even know that Yuta was able to hold the Sword of Returning. Of course I knew everything. Yuta and I have shared a critical secret for ages. Yuta knew all about the fact that I had been killing Kuberas and that I was thinking about killing you. Huh? You probably felt abandoned by me and want to see Yuta, right? So naive. Yuta has always been on the same side as me. Ah, alright. Well, I'm not sure why you're talking about that now, but I understand anyway. I'll go now. I feel safe. Having the strongest magician and even the Rakshasa helping me with my revenge. It doesn't matter. I've been alone since the day that my village disappeared again. Anyway, it's just that I was so powerless and unsure of the idea of revenge at the time. Look how much visually she looks different. From Goofy Goober to this. I was just trying to find some kind of hope to go on surviving. That's why I tried to make friends. Yep, that's all. Now I've gotten power, and there's a chance for me to get revenge. But it doesn't matter that they were all fake friends. It doesn't matter, really. Please, there's no way for me to help you here, except for blocking transcendental skills. I don't mind whether you misunderstand or hate me, but don't die, please. The Ardewolf part of it too. The growth is one of the strongest points of the Webtoon for me. Character growth! Yippee! Art style growth is also something insane that I can say about my favorite Webtoon, Lookism. Holy shit. Wait, actually... Something smashed. Let me go into Lookism. I want to show that to you guys. If we go into Lookism... I'm just going to the latest episode, because even though I'm not caught up myself at the moment. And if you look at the first episode, this... Okay, first of all, I actually need to go back and show you. Of course, the newest episode is from like last week, Sunday or something, so it's very new. And if we go into... That was 2020, that's insane. #60 page. Started 2017. 2017. It started looking like this. Just look at this. I mean, technically it's not bad art. It's just... Looking back at it, it's insane to me. Like, where's Pikachu? There, look at this guy. Look at this art. And then, look at the latest chapter. Of course, this is a fighting chapter, but maybe a fighting chapter isn't the best representation. Let's go into the first Incheon chapter. That's a good presentation. First Incheon chapter. Incheon. Actually, not the first Incheon, my bad. The first freaking Busan chapter, I meant. Prices are weird, but nice. Taraka seems to exist in Hindu mythology. Indeed. So just look at this art style. Look at how much everything looks different. Look how much... Look how different. Look how different. It's insane. Like this freaking is holy moly schmoly. I love Lookism. And the art style, of course, is also great to me. Very pretty man, and good combat, and also interesting story, and the Lookism aspect, even though people are like, it isn't even about Lookism anymore. You're stupid! It's still about Lookism! Every single arc has a little bit of Lookism in it. Every single arc. And so many important characters have been judged by Lookism. I hate people always judging stories. It's not even like what it was supposed to be anymore. Naruto was a story about ninjas. And suddenly it's about magical aliens. Dude, in the first episode, you see a giant demon fox. In the first episode, you see him use freaking multi-shadow clone jutsu. What the flip? In what world was it ever about just being ninjas? Was always much more. I hate people that say stuff like that. What is this? I don't know, I don't find that much of a difference between the two. The character in episode was, it looks still very detailed and nice. Yes, but it looks... okay, I'll give you a comparison 1-to-1. So... look at this character. This is Daniel. That is the protagonist. And now I'm showing you Daniel in episode 1. Is he in episode 1 or was he in episode 2 only? He wasn't in episode 1. Was he in episode 2? Actually, this is also a good comparison. You see these two characters? These two characters? Different perspective here. You see those? These two characters are... these two. This girl and this guy are these two characters. Like, the art style wasn't bad, but of course it changed a lot. And it improved a lot as well. Holy schmoly. I actually didn't know that Mira changed that much. Nom, nom. Pyro be eating. I can't seem to go down. This isn't good. It'll cause problem with my vigor. Come to think of it, that man was hiding all kinds of stuff from me too. He said that he already knew Asha, and at first he had come to kill me. Then is he on Asha's side too? Ah, what doesn't matter now on whose side he is on. Just please don't show up here, mister. If I get backstabbed any more here, I feel like I might collapse before I even try to get revenge. Don't show up here, mister. Ah. Use Chibi to still, and sometimes when it was still ratified. Okay, it's def better, but it was still pretty good. But compared to how much the art changed in Kubera, you'll see, and TOG, lookism doesn't look that jarring to me. But big change, yeah. Lookism, of course, also if you're reading the story as it progresses, it's a gradual change actually. So it's not like you're just jumping from one style to the other. But looking back, it's just like, oh my god. I was wondering, because you seem to have only paid attention to Lee since you grew. But the situation hasn't changed. You're still on my side, and everything is just as I expected. Use your eyes for now, and if the Shuras detect your presence and come out, block them. I'll wait here for the right moment to get involved. Don't forget, no matter what happens, you just have to do as I instruct you at the spot that I say. Whether the least succeeds or fails, I have to be the only one to enter that place afterwards. Since I must be the one who obtains that power. You poor guy, I'm sure that I know exactly what you lost. As a result of this deal. Wait, something strange. What? Huda's gone. Where did she go now? No, Huda's not the problem. Look over there. It should be shining gold since it's nighttime. But it's lost its golden light a minute ago. What happened, Sagara? Does that always happen when you do this kind of thing? No, there's no reason for the light to disappear. Hey, what's going on? It's still early morning. Why are you already like that? Would it cause a problem for our work if you get weak right now? Is it only the light disappeared, or has his hair gone back to being grey too? Take off the helmet for a second. If there really is a problem, we may have to wait until evening again. Is the transcendental skill that you used on the Taraka guy worn off? He's come back to his senses and used those eyes on him. My transcendental skill is no problem. There's no way he's returned to his senses. So she doesn't know that Yuta returned to his senses. You said that you collaborated with some party because you needed a trauma strong enough to contain him, right? What if some party released her grip on him? Why would she? Because, she's our enemy originally? Can't trust Garudas too much, Sagara. What are you talking about? They still haven't gotten anything from this though. If they're going to betray us without even gaining anything, why would they join forces with us in the first place? Don't keep them in check too much. I know that you're worried because their abilities are so outstanding. What are you doing? I said take off the helmet. Why aren't you taking it off? What's this? The transcendental skill was fine right up until just a moment ago. Because she wants Yuta to suffer? What do you mean, because she wants Yuta to suffer? That I don't understand. What do you mean about that, Maro? I know some party wants Yuta to suffer, but... What made... Huh? Huh? Mambo! The party. Maybe Sagara knows that. But like, shouldn't Sagara feel if her transcendental illusion gets broken through? Like, she confidently said it's still working. So that means she doesn't feel that it's broken through. And, or is, like, there's no reason for her to lie here to her people. I don't know. Sagara, just wait for now. Don't do anything hasty. It could ruin everything if we jump right in there ourselves, just because our transcendental skills aren't working. Right now, down there, aside from gods and humans. Her clothes has changed, but that's definitely the girl from before. I thought it was strange that a human would jump in here alone. That's right. The process may have been a bit unexpected, but the ending is still the same. Well, of course, since the one who knows every ending suggested this, obviously I'm going to be the one who wins. The one who knows every ending. Poor bitch. All that left now is to give up hope and die. Huh? Superior sure that attacked your village was simply following his orders. He was the main instigator behind it. As soon as you see an opportunity, cut off his head with the sword, of returning right away. No matter what happens, you must not hesitate. This makes no sense. Real instigator? Behind the attack of a village? Would be 100 times better if you were on the same side as Asha, mister. There must be a reason, right? Like you got dragged all the way here when you have nothing to do with this? Wasting a golden opportunity like that. I even told her to cut his throat without hesitation, no matter what happens. But right up until the very end, your daughter can't seem to do anything right. I was as tolerant as I could be. Ultimately, a daughter is the one who ruined that opportunity. So now, even if I finish this myself, there's no reason for me to feel sorry towards you, Rowley's. This is finally the end of my tiresome relationship with you. Lorraine with the car! This is really a Lorraine with the steel chair! Oh my god! She got her steel chair! Holy moly! Seeing you grumbling by yourself, it looks like you're as crazy as me, Asha. Let's go to hell together. You see, people like Lorraine. In 2017, Lorraine was probably their favorite character. Now the story turns into an action isekai, with Asha as the protagonist. To drink something. Wow. Can't believe what's happening here. Asha getting hit by a car by Lorraine. Lorraine wasn't one of the protagonists, right? I don't think Lorraine was one of the protagonists shown in the very first, like, Zero chapter. It was Asha, Lise, Run, Maruna, Gandhava, Sagara, Rilith, Agni? Am I forgetting someone? Or am I even like saying somebody wrong? I think those 8 for sure, but was it 8 or 9? Hey, Mambo! Did you mention Yuta and Run? I mentioned Run, I did not mention Yuta. Okay, Yuta I forgot. Yuta, Kubera, they're 10. Okay, so I forgot Yuta and God Kubera. Or do you mean Saha by Kubera? Or do you mean another Kubera? Or do you mean... Stepan, you need to be a little bit more accurate with your words if you want to talk with me. I'm an advanced Kubera reader now. Should have said good Golden Knight. My bad. I'm still not sure. GK could be God Kubera or Golden Knight. I think you guys said it was Golden Knight, but I feel like God Kubera makes sense as well. When there are only 3 left, the structure changes completely depending on whom I kill. You've already memorized up until there. Amazing. Well, anyway, the choice is yours. Nay, GK is God Kubera. As long as you don't forget the list of requirements based on each choice, you have a 90% chance of winning, no matter which path you take. The list of requirements. If you don't do all of these, will my chance of winning drop a lot? They won't just drop, you'll basically fail completely. Since the more time passes, the less chances you have to turn around your mistakes. With less than 3 people remaining, a mistake is essentially ensuring defeat. Although, depending on the type of mistake, it's not like there's absolutely no way to turn it around. In the events that you kill the Priest of Light, as soon as the priest is killed, his fiancée also dies with him. But she didn't do that. I didn't even get to do a proper test for teleportation because of the chances of it going wrong. I never thought I would use it for attacking someone. Are you surprised, Asha? Yeah, of course you must be, but what can you do? Since your magics are obviously quicker than mine, within casting range, I had no choice but to ram you first as soon as I got close. Taha Kubera? Leila Kubera? You really don't have a clue about the world. How could the great Ashara hero get hit by a car like that? Well, I guess people are still people in the end, no matter how great they are. Since this frail body of ours gets smashed to bits, what can you do? Even Saha, the top-ranked magician, died absurdly. I'm not curious about what you were planning on doing in the future. Sure, you must have had your reasons. Since you're a smart girl, you wouldn't have done this kind of thing without thinking. However, the engine will self-destruct. Please evacuate outside a 6-mile radius. Even if there were some kind of grand purpose that someone like me could never even dream of. Since the time when you exploited me and killed Saha. All of your plans have been evil to me, Asha. That kind, righteous, devoted person, putting him through so much and killing him in such a hideous way. Murderer. Monster. Trash. Trash. You're trash. Well, let's go now. Together. Hint engagement ring. We will be oxidized with this car. But it also works for Golden Knight, which is one of the reasons I like it. Isn't this the perfect ending? For trash like us, that's going to hell? Asha, get it up. Can you say any magic? Use Huti Aswins first. Fair. Bhavati Indra. The Asha got up. No, Asha, that's not Asha. This panel looks like Asha is getting up, but she's still lying in this panel? Bhavati Indra. Is she dead? She must be dead this time, right? No, seeing how she survived before, she must be wearing resistant clothes. Alright then, Hoti Marut. Okay, so she just attacked Lorraine. I guess in that panel she was getting up. Killing her right now won't make anything better. If you're not going to use a recovery magic, then stop wasting time and go to Lise. Do you intend to leave Lise to die like this? Wait, are you protecting another human? What's she to you? What's so important about her that you're even using your eyes to stop me? Are you up to something else? Are you not actually on my side? Or do you have some kind of relationship with her? Are you too close? Do you like her, like Lise, against someone other than me? Asha, please snap out of it. Wait, what are you doing here? I told you just stay where you were and do as I instructed. I told you just do as I said. Why are you getting involved in something that I didn't even tell you to do? You're ruining everything. I'm screwed because of you. It's all ruined because of you. But I have to win. I still don't know why you chose Asha. Seems like even that remarkable intellect of hers is meaningless now. Do you think that a soul that collapses even under this much power could handle even greater power than this? This stupid game means nothing. If I can't win, then no one can. Oh, she's that kind of player. If I can't win, no one can. Closes the freaking Monopoly game. Annoying. So yeah, Lorraine is not dead yet. Oh, nice! I knew it! He started making progress as soon as the Golden Light came back. Shall we say our goodbyes in advance, Kubera? You may disappear now, but I remember your sacrifice forever. I'll always think of you whenever I see Ananta. Thanks for everything! Holy shit, I don't know why I said it so loud. Thanks for everything. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Why? Do you want something more grandiose? If you do, then I can make it sound more fancy. Forget it. Asha is just so petty. Petty. Forget it. There's no need for fancy speech. Seeing Asha's right hand is a rare occurrence. Saha was seen wearing that necklace before. Do you see what it was? If Asha were a normal human, she would definitely died in that traffic accident. The scaly figure was previously seen in episode 2/124 in Flash Forward and can be seen in more detail in a bonus scene in volume 3. Kubera printed books only in Korean. Saha has a necklace under his shirt in episode 2/137. Yeah, of course Asha has like part godly powers, which is like why she can understand Yuta here in this way, I guess. I want to see the ring thing on Lorraine that they're mentioning. I'm not seeing any ring. Where was there a ring? So Saha is holding the freaking necklace here, which was like probably the engagement ring. But where was that ring? Like, there's the hint of like engagement ring, but there's nothing being said or shown where Lorraine is wearing the engagement ring, right? Or did I misread? Saha was been wearing it before. Do you see what it was? Okay, okay, no, it just said that Saha was wearing it. Not that Lorraine had the ring at this point. No, it was just that Saha was wearing a necklace with the engagement ring to Lorraine. Low chance of rain. It's the lowest chance of rain. It's strange. Sakura is absolutely trusting and following him, even with the situation being this serious. She didn't even give us a detailed explanation, plus she trusts those damn Garudas. Shouldn't she have started being suspicious of the outside situation when her transcendental skills stopped and the humans showed up? Why on earth is she just standing there so calmly? As if there's some kind of guarantee that we're absolutely going to succeed. Clove! Where's Clove? Clove! He's supposed to keep watch over here. Looking for Clove? Over here! Hura! What have you done to Clove? Hold on. There's no need to raise your guard. I'm doing this for your sake. Ryagara and Pingara wouldn't listen since they're very closely involved with that whole thing. But you and Clove, you two are different. Isn't it obvious how bad the current situation is? Don't you feel like something's wrong? It feels like you shouldn't keep staying there, doesn't it? What are you trying to say? For now, why don't we talk a bit further over there? I'm anxious being here. If it's something important, you should report it to Sakura and talk about it all together. If you go down, I'll kill Clove. As long as you listen to me and do as I say, I can guarantee the safety of you and your brother. So, stay quiet and don't do anything stupid. Damn, Hura also suddenly being a mastermind? What? Lilia, how are things over there? Everything's basically been taken care of. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured in the building that collapsed just now. There are kind of a lot of people, wounded people, but the recovery magicians are going around healing them. We don't have total for the damage to the residential area, so we'll leave it aside. There's 74 confirmed deaths so far. Whew, I wish they had gone to the temple or Magician's Union earlier. They got what they deserved, standing around just to gawk at transcendental magic while all hell is breaking loose. Hoorah, big IQ plays! Hoorah was just playing stupid. Then when something goes wrong, all they do is complain that the rescue operation is too slow. What on earth is going through their heads? Still, it's a good thing that it lasted this long, thanks to Agni being here. Otherwise it would have already been destroyed. This type of damage might not have been even occurred if a fire magician greater than Brilliff had summoned Agni. Just like how not a single building collapsed in Altera during a great upheaval. I know that the god chooses a summoner. How could someone like me complain? But honestly, it's hard to understand. Jibble was the greatest fire magician on the planet, so obviously I accept it, but Brilliff is just... I'm way higher in terms of magic ranking. What on earth was Agni thinking? Hey, I know what you're trying to say, but uttering something like that is blasphemy. I recorded it. I'm going to report you as soon as this incident is all cleared up. She's like, you little... Can you be a bit flexible? Does it make you feel better always doing everything exactly according to the rules? I became head of the Magician's Union in my 20s by living according to the rules. Unlike someone else who's only ever been a professor this whole time. Don't. You should get an answer if you think just a little bit about Agni. You should get an answer if you think just a little bit about why Agni didn't choose you. You little... Hey, I could have been the stupid head of the Magician's Union too. I refused because I hated having to call Brilliff priest every day. I was originally supposed to be the head of the Altera Magic's Union. That's Lilia Shu, by the way. I read the Lilia name, so I was like, that's the Lilia person that we talked about at the beginning of the stream, basically. Natasha deserves that, to be honest. Natasha is probably one of my least favorite characters. She just is like the most annoying out of everyone. She'll completely lose her mind if she finds out about Saha. Just let it slide and don't answer. Fine, let's not talk about it. Now, instead of arguing, let's go and check out the damage situation over in the residential area. Lilia, how many times can you use Hoti Aswins now? 14 times. She isn't cute like Clary. Who was Clary again? I have no image of Clary in my head. That name doesn't ring a bell. It's not Rouge. It's not her sister. It's a rather minor character, but important enough to have a name and important enough to be remembered. Was annoying. I don't know who Clary was. Catgirl. Clary is the Gandhava half that showed up in the Test of the Swords. Catgirl. Clary was a Gandhava half from Calibloom. Fish swordswoman. Catgirl is Par, Maro. Oh. So she was... I confused them. So she was there together with Charizard, right? Oh, right, it was Clary and Zard! Yes. I don't even remember if his name was Zard, or if I just remember Charizard and it's like, oh yeah, it's Chari and Zard. But it was Clary. Murmur. Rana, what's going on? It looks like the damage is pretty serious over in Rintello. It couldn't completely offset the shock at the moment that the transcendental energy hit the city. That shock alone was enough to cause buildings with weak foundations to collapse. Looks like I could use some recovery magicians, so I had better head over there. Then I'll go too. Why? You can't use recovery magics. I can't use them once a day. I've never seen that one time be used successful. It's not can't, it's can. It has been before, you just haven't seen it. Anyway, I can use recovery magic too, so let's... Don't be stubborn and stay here, Run. Don't try to force your way onto the recovery magic team when you can't even use it. You just stay where you can be of at least some help. So are these 6 people including me? There's short recovery personnel over by the residential area, so let's start here. Can't believe that's how you remember Clary and Zard, Lamar. Is that another common? Is that not a common memory? Is that not a common freaking like memory bridge? I feel like that's a common memory bridge. You can't tell me that Clary and Zard isn't close enough to Charizard so that you can remember it. Of course, I thought her name was actually Chari because of that, but Chari is close enough to Clary. I guess I can't maintain a complete barrier when Brill's condition isn't good. Would have been fine if this had been Altera. With my energy level being this low, there's no way to deal damage to Gandava with his advanced regeneration abilities. I have no choice but to maintain the barrier and try to hold out here. Judging from the fact that Chandra and Kazak haven't returned yet, looks like they're still in battle. Would it have been better for me to just help them attack that stage 5 Rakshasa? But if I had done that, this entire city would have been destroyed rather than just a few buildings collapsing. Ah, Agni! Something strange is appearing over by the Forest of Light. Perfect. Just a little bit more now. A little bit more. Huh? Why did it stop again? I only need to do a bit more now. Shoot, the golden light went away again. I know you've gotten weak, but this is ridiculous. You're not doing this on purpose, right? I'll wait a bit longer since I've already waited anyway, so finish it off properly this time. And now Asha's appearing here. Ah, why are you just standing there? Kill her before she tries anything! You can't, King of Snakes. You can't kill me. Curry comes afterward. Clove is lying on the ground. He's really useless. I acknowledge it. I think he believes that there'll come a day where he'll show lots of power and he's building momentum. Continuum replies. In the punishment side story, Lilia was mentioned as a marriage candidate for Saha because of her high potential. But why were only pure-blood humans, Lorraine, Rana, and Lilia discussed as marriage candidates? Saha is a quarter, so why not look for someone else who's a quarter? Aren't you curious? Well, because purebloods are the highest in society. Kubera seems to have inside information and wants to save their siblings from something. Curry comes afterwards seems to foreshadow a power-up for Clove. He's still at 3rd stage, but he's older than Clove, 4th. Oh my god, is Clove going to turn into a 5th stage pretty soon? We got 2 more chapters, I think. Yes, sir. Oti Asvins. Thank you so much. No one's hurt too badly, right? Go on and get light wounds healed outside. Ooh, they say there are more people trapped inside. What should we do? I tried to restore the buildings using Hoti Asvins, but it was just a waste. Can't believe it's actually good that things collapsed even though there are people buried. It's at times like this that I really don't understand this magic. I'll look for the buried people, you take these people and leave. Will you be okay on your way own? We have no choice now. You've used up all of your recovery magic, right? The other buildings are lacking recovery personnel too. There's no telling how urgent the situation might be for the people trapped inside there. So we can't just wait for help. I have no choice but to handle this myself for now. And for now, I will send these people up, and when other magicians show up, I'll send them right back down. Be careful, and don't push yourself too hard. There's still the danger of more collapsing. You're the one who should be careful. Make sure those people don't get hurt. What? What are you doing? You could kill them before they ran away, with Hotivayu, right? Or you just stand there staring into space. Won't change anything anyway. The humans simply came in and left as they pleased. The power has returned, so let's continue. Don't try to weasel your way out of this. What on earth are you up to? If I'm up to something else, then will you tell me to stop this right away? You haven't trusted me 100% from the very start, right? You're the one who said that you didn't care. Even if you couldn't trust me completely, as long as I summoned Ananta for you. What the... I won't do any good to change your attitude like that now. I expected that girl to show up, but not this. This isn't right. Something has gone wrong. Then there's a chance that the final result could change too. Golf is just 3rd stage. He's got a long way to 5th stage. Yeah, that's why I said like a power up is coming up, and his sister is already at 4th stage. So maybe he's going to be going into 4th, and then he's instantly going into 5th because he's going to be stronger than his sister to turn the dynamic from being weaker than his sister to being stronger than his sister. But he could also just turn to a 4th stage, and then as a 4th stage he is stronger than his sister. His sister's already 4th stage, but I keep forgetting it because she's short and weak in comparison with the others. Yeah, so it's probably just that he's going to become a 4th stage and he's stronger than his sister at that point. you want me to stop, then tell me right now. This is your last chance to cancel everything. If you wait any longer, I won't even be able to cancel it. Cancel? Cancel all of this? Chance to see Ananta? Chance that will never return? There's a side story explaining why he is stuck, but he still looks cute. Ah, okay. I understand. Clove stuck, yes. No, keep going. Just keep going. Why would I cancel this now? What else could you possibly up to? Honestly, you wouldn't dare betray Ananta twice if you have even a little bit of a conscience, right? Obviously, you need to sacrifice yourself to atone for what you did. Of course, that's only natural. There's definitely no way I'm going to lose, since the ending to this whole thing has been guaranteed from the start. Yuta, how... When it's during the attack on Terra, Cloche was more useless than Clove. Both of them are pretty useless. I also have to say that... I think... Wait, Pingara was also useless, right? It was Riagara fought against... Boy, what was Battle Girlie's name? Who's now also using recovery magic. What was Battle Girlie's name? I think she fought against Riagara. I don't know what Pingara did during the attack on Atara. I know Pingara fought a bit against Yuta. Well, Clove did his power and even saved his sister. He just went off to play with Irie afterwards. Irie was Battle Girl, that's right. Wait, it was Clove versus Irie? I thought it was Riagara versus Irie. Sorry, I didn't realize I was holding your hands. Yuta is on Asha's side. He probably doesn't want me touching him. In the end, you failed. I knew this would happen. There was no chance of you going in there and succeeding anyway. Since the next best plan after your fail was far more likely to succeed. Wait, then why did you... To let you know your place? I'm trying to show you that you can't do anything properly, even when it's all prepared for you. I want you to realize even a little bit just how ridiculous it looked seeing you go on about getting revenge. Wait, prepared for me? If anything, you probably got in my way. You know what kind of state I was in? I was so short on vigor that I couldn't even use a transcendental skill. Even the hoodie Kubera that I barely managed to use disappeared almost right away. Whose fault is all of that? You happened to tell me that at the time and I didn't have any vigor left. Ultimately, you didn't want me to succeed. You may say that you prepared everything for me, but in reality, nice excuse. Why is that my fault that you didn't have any vigor? It's your fault for being so mentally weak that your vigor can drop just from hearing a few words. Managing vigor is entirely the person's own responsibility. Have you ever even once seen me unable to use a magic because of vigor? Clove is great in hand-to-hand combat, which isn't useless. Irie was with Clove. Attack Pingara and Riagara fought against Kazak for a bit before throwing Maruna at him. Ah, that's what they two were up to. I mixed up names. Ah, is that so? So if someone bleeds when they get stabbed, it's the person's own fault for being so weak that they bleed. And there's nothing wrong with the person who stabbed them. Is that what you're saying? True words! Bars! Leaves! Sheesh! Drop those bars, please! It's the gun's fault, not the people's fault. Wait, no, that's not what she said. She didn't say that it's the dagger's fault. She said, it's the person that got shot that is wrong. Why wasn't the person wearing a bulletproof vest? That's the comparison she made. Why wasn't the person wearing a bulletproof vest if they knew they would get shot at some point in their life, probably? I knew you weren't the type to acknowledge your own mistakes, but I had no idea it was this serious. Fine, then what can you do? What can you do against that guy? Things had gone according to plan. I was supposed to show up and finish up the job while you had collapsed. Was supposed to? It sounds like you didn't manage to finish it. Something unexpected came up, so I missed the chance. But it doesn't matter, I'll just create another chance. You should just be grateful that I saved you. What? Grateful? Even after killing Saha, you insisted it was a sacrifice and that you were being considerate. Now you're telling me to be grateful? Do I still look like the kind of person who will listen to you and do every single thing that you tell me to do? Do you think I took all of that crap from you because I couldn't talk back or get angry at you? You're the one who sent me in there knowing I would fail in the first place, and now you tell me to be grateful? Are you insane? Jeez, you sure talk big for a foolish girl who doesn't know her place. I was going to just leave, but I'd better tell you this. About your dad, Raolis. Everyone says he went missing, right? But he didn't. I know. I was the last person to see him on a transport ship coming here from Carter. What? Asha, the generator hater, gaslighter, showing all the powers here. I love when Lise drops these kind of words. She's a smart girl. Maybe. I killed him. Your dad. Was he also called Kubera? Your fate would completely change if your dad were alive in the best way possible. You'll be able to imagine it if you just think about it a bit. The life that you would have lived as Raoul's daughter after your dad arrived safely. But that's not fair, is it? Since you already have so much. Please, no. You have to let Asha go for now. No, let go! Let go! Let go! Let go! I'm going to kill her! I'll kill her, Asha! I'll kill her! Asha Rahiro! Obviously you should start without such an excessive advantage. It's no good if you're the only one living such a comfortable life. I can't believe you trusted me and followed me around without knowing that. It was hilarious, Kubera Lise. And she's just driving off. But if he wasn't a Kubera, then I wonder why she killed Rao. That was the last time that I saw Asha at age 17. Wait. When is Lisa's birthday? What date do we have? And when is Lisa's birthday? That was the last time I saw Asha at age 17. And the next day, oh my god, I just turned 18! Hi there, Asha! Long time no see! And that was the first time I saw Asha after I turned 18. Very correctly, 34th of the 10th month? We're like at the beginning of the year, right? Or like in the middle of the year right now? The year is N16. I think it's around the 2nd of N16 month right now. So that means we have at least 8 months where she doesn't see Asha, I guess. Rubble is the spot where Irie and Rouge crashed. It's not surprising that Irie never found Lise when she went looking for her, so now she's trying to help other survivors. The suffering of the main character is only just beginning. Until now everything was just a warm-up. Oh no! It was just a warm-up? Yeah, she's 7 in Korean age, but like 15 in European age. Wouldn't she be 6? No, she would be... Yeah, she would be 5... No, wait. She would be... If she's 17 in Korean age, she would be 16 in in European age, right? Because in Korean age, on her birthday in month 10, she would turn 18. But in European age, she would turn 1 year. European age is 1 year younger than Korean age. Yes, or rather she processes more, but yes. In Kubera, age changes when you're... Yeah, it's the Korean way. When your year starts first on the first month. That's when your age changes. But it also changes when it's his birthday, right? Because or is it just you get 2 years? Because in Korean age, it's like on the new year, on the 1st, everyone gets 1 year older. Because you start the life at 1 or something. I don't know. What was it again? Let me look at the Korean age explanation again. Yeah, she suffers more too. If you're born in November, in January you're 2. That is true. But then in November you turn 3. That's what I'm saying. As a person is 1 year old at birth, for accounting the time in the womb. And it's a year to everyone's age on January 1st rather than the birthdays. This makes people 1 to 2 years older in the international age. So, wait, your birthday does not increase your Korean age? I thought it increased again. Born on N0, so she's 16, N16 with Korean age system. I thought on your birthday it increased again for some reason. Like you're born 1, and then on New Year's you turn 2, but technically on your birthday you turn 3. But then they would age them up even more. Then, because technically they would be not even 1 yet. But it would be 3. But it's 2. I don't know. I don't care enough about the system to really think about this at the moment. I don't know. I wonder if this webtoon is good. What the hell is this person? Alien Soccer League bench warmer who needs to convince his childhood friend he's a star player. A lucky goal or two might do the trick, but how long can he keep up the ruse? Really is a genius. I don't know. I've never read a sports webtoon like that. I have only read like combat sports webtoon. If birthday increases your age again, a 50-year-old European would be 100 in Korean age. Yeah. I probably misunderstood something when I looked into that at some point in my life. We got 1 chapter left today, right? Yep. Last chapter of the day. Whoop, 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 whoop. You facial hair. Happy that there's none of that in my Kubera. Ew, facial hair. Ew. This is the end of the building, but there's no answer when I call. Yeah, Curry hates beers apparently. Understandable. This is the end of the building, but there's no answer when I call. Have they already been rescued? But they just failed to reach me. For now, I had better get out of here. I feel like I've come in too deep. Oh shit, another shock. Hoti bra. Hey, nice that Run ignored her statements. Run! How did you... What do you mean how? I followed you. Can't even break a single rock without magic, and yet you sure are fearless. What would you have done if I didn't follow you? I saw all this coming and came in because I could handle it. I can still use my magic. Why are you here, not on the sky tower? Well, that's because I thought the most important thing right now was for me to be by my wife's side. Aww. Wife? Wife? I thought you wanted to marry me. If you're not my wife, then what are you, honey? Stop messing around and let go of me. This is not the time for this. I actually hesitated a bit on the side tower because I was afraid I would have to use the bow of neutrality. I love how the huge rock just breaks on Run's head. It's the half powers. Quarter? Half. Quarter? Quarter. Quarter. But Agni suddenly told me to put down the bow and follow you. Agni? Loser! Gandavri. Gandava, your arm! It's not because I got hit, so don't mind me. It'll regenerate after I rest a bit anyway. Anyway, I didn't think Agni would use another god's item himself. The penalty for that will be pretty severe. He must have been desperate since Sagara's plan is almost complete. I see. So he took a gamble. With this much time, my companion must have escaped by now. We better to back off and not enforce ourselves. Alright. Rana, what's that? Well, what do you mean? It's lightning. Lightning is really common in Red Hello. So, are there no more people who are trapped? Nope. Lilia must have made a mistake when she was checking everyone. She said that she's sorry. Lilia? That's strange. She's not the type of person to make a mistake like this. Rana, I know that's lightning too, but the lightning isn't the problem right now. Can you see that above the lightning? That's, I'm not sure. My eyesight isn't as good as yours. But what's Chandra doing right now? Instead of guarding the barrier, it would have been the perfect defense since the barrier of darkness is the same attribute as Chandra. Earlier Chandra and Kazakh can't see that? He's the only winner. Run. This is such a cool panel. This is such a cool panel. Ananta, the first king of the Anantas, shaped like snakes. His attributes are the earth and sky, from hand-to-hand combat, regeneration and transcendental skills, to even terrain and skill compatibility. He is the most powerful being in the universe, without a single weakness. Hence his power must coexist with a soul which can control it properly. Otherwise, if this is not the case... Hey, you're back! But too bad, it's already finished. There's nothing you can do now! He has disappeared now too. He sacrificed himself as an offering to summon Ananta to this land. In other words, the person who can close that passage has also disappeared. Which means that I have won. Ultimately, you ended up ruining 2 planets because of your greed for power. You wouldn't dare blame this on us, would you? Honestly, you were even more active than we were. So why don't I thank you? Thanks for helping us get this far. You may have killed Kuberas for your own purpose, but in the end it was basically the same as you helping us. Think about it, it wouldn't make any sense to hand the chance to become the most powerful being in the universe over to some human, would it? It wouldn't even be funny. Clearly you wouldn't even be able to stand a fraction of that power before losing your mind. Pfft, you were fooled, you idiot! That power isn't something that any human should dare to want. Anyway, now that it's all finished, all that's left is for you to just die right here. Since he is gone anyway, there's no way for you to take possession of the power. I can cause a delay. Until I take possession of it, right? Until then, you and I are going to disappear together. So, yeah, Hoti Vishnu. She used Hoti Vishnu on her and Sagara just before the thing exploded, I guess. And the explosion is hitting everything around there, but she and Sagara are going into the freaking cut-off realm. Next chapter. Asha! Asha! She's saying her name like a Pokemon. Asha! 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 With this, the loser chapter finally comes to an end. You can come up with the meaning of loser on your own. There's no definite answer. I named it with the idea of various meanings. The last panel is Asha's back. Some of you thought it was Saha because of the yellow lighting. There's no way Saha would appear here. After all, he's dead. It would be a good idea to read episode 233 along with this one. Perigoms afterward also mentioned that the whirlwind created by the neutral bow is different color from when Run used it. It has a red glow when Agni uses it, possibly related to the fire attribute, and a blue glow when Run uses, who is a triple water magician. I see. Didn't like it. 143? What was 143? Let me just bookmark this chapter so I can return to this next week. 143 is like this one? Nope, I need to go further back. I can just... I don't want to do math. Zoom down. Here. What was 143? Saha as Asha escaping. You can see the stuff there. So when Saha talks to Asha about the disappearance from overusing Hoti Vishnu. Oh, she basically just said it as like a reminder of like, oh, when she uses Hoti Vishnu, she disappears. So that basically means that Asha won't... So that means Asha will not exist for the next... We don't know, like, here it said for 3 years. So will it just be for 3 years again, or will the time frame be shorter? We're not entirely sure, I guess. So could be that Asha and Sagara are now gone for 3 years' time. And it also said, Elise said it was the last time she saw Asha in her 17th year. So maybe that's also like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, in her 18th year she's going to see her. She refused to clarify the info when Saha probed. Maybe 3 years, maybe less, maybe more. You'll have to see yourself. No, I don't want to see it myself. What is this? I don't want to see it myself. I actually need to remove this Kubera bookmark that I have. Where is it? I don't even remember. Where in flip is the Kubera bookmark? In which folder did it fall? Is it not here? Is Kubera fall in here? Where the hell is the Kubera thing? In here? In here? No. Kubera, page 45. I didn't bookmark? I thought I bookmarked this page. There's a brain rot joke here, but I refuse to say it. Because I always bookmark the page of the chapter where I'm on, and it's like, alright, this page was for punishment, so I bookmark page 45. I will now stop doing this and instead bookmark the freaking page where I'm going to read next, which is Asha. It makes much more sense to just bookmark inside of the chapter and not bookmark here. Okay. Asha is 4 chapters long. How long is the things that remain? So I think I'm going to finish season 2 next week. Because this is 3. And then you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would say I can finish season 2 next week. Probably. Most likely. Probably. Certainly. Maybe? I can finally finish Kubera next week! Yippee! It's like I'm almost... Guys, it's 2017! Wow! Certainly plausible. I think season 2 next week is very doable. It's now 2017. I forgot to like Loser 7. Damn, I must have hated Loser 7. I like every single chapter, but not Loser 7. Really done with the second prologue. Yay! 2017. Let's talk about 2017 before I talk about Kubera. 2017 was the year my life ended. Dun dun dun! By that I mean in 2017 I downloaded Discord and got more active in online communities. If I had just continued watching YouTube without getting into Discord and interacting with online communities, my life would have been completely different. But in 2017, after I got my wisdom teeth removed, I was like, I'm just going to download this Discord app and join that server of that one YouTuber I like. And that's the start, the history of how I became a VTuber. I don't know. I don't know if in a world where I didn't join Discord I wouldn't become a VTuber, but it certainly would have been a different path. It certainly would have been a different path for me. I do think there's a path for me where I would have become a football pro. I do think there's actually a good chance that it would have worked if I had done some decisions differently. And I feel like if I could travel back in time, as like into the body of my younger self, I could manage myself to become a football pro. I'm confident. I'm confident. Who would have thought removing your wisdom tooth would also remove your wisdom? Congrats. I lost my sanity. My wisdom tooth cut all of my sanity. I paid with my wisdom to join the online community. Loser was pretty good. I did not expect the freaking car crash. The car crash was insane. I wonder if God Kubera is actually gone, dead, loses existence. I wonder what the Ananta situation is going to turn up. And I'm wondering what the Asha situation and Sagara situation will be here from now. what other important aspect is there to know? I don't think there's anything else that is really left in the open for me right now. I feel like that's the most stuff that's open. Lord Kubera, first MC to die? No. Relief has died already. What are you on about? Relief died. Relief was the first protagonist to die. Who else died? Relief died. Did Gandava die? No, Gandava didn't die. Lise died and... No, Lise didn't die. Lise was just like severely hurt and then got healed again. But she never really died. But Brilith did actually die. I think twice even, right? Once for sure. Once for sure. Brilith came really close to dying twice. I mean, Brilith was already at the gates to hell. I would argue she was dead, but because the guardian of the gates of hell was like, actually, how about you come back with me? I would still say that she died. She just got pulled back. These nearly died, yeah. Lise nearly dies. Lise nearly dies. Whoop, 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 whoop. What do you think of Asha killing Rao, and how do you think season 2 will end? I have no idea why she killed Rao. I just don't get it. I thought she looked up to Rao. I thought she was like also seeing Rao as like a father figure. But I don't... Did she just kill Rao because she really didn't want Lise to have a father and also already wanted to mess with her in that sense? How will season 2 end? With a cliffhanger? With a cliffhanger! It will end with a season cliffhanger. And it will end with Asha and Sagara being locked in another dimension. It will end with Lise being on a solo journey with Yuta because they don't return to the side of the humans, because Lise is done with the humans, so she's traveling alone with Yuta. Maybe at some point Maruna joins them, and then there's a Lise Maruna confrontation, and she learns more about that stuff because she also meets Papa Smurf again, and Papa Smurf helped her in surviving technically. So Papa Smurf being Gandava, by the way, if you forgot that I call him that. And maybe at some point there's still this freaking mystery that nobody in Lisa's village died. Nobody in her village died. And they told Lise that Cass survived and his brother survived, but for some reason nothing said that apparently there were no death readings at all in Lisa's village. It said there were no death readings at all. But they only said that Cass and his brother survived, but they didn't tell Lise that apparently there was no death at all. And if there was no death at all, then technically there isn't even that much to be mad about at Maruna. What do you mean? The device malfunctioned, Kappa. Sus. Sus. My god. Interesting thoughts. Let's see you next week, how right or wrong you were about the ending of Season 2. If it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, I will send a picture of my feet on Twitter. But then what happened to the village? Well, the village did get destroyed, but the people disappeared with some sort of safety teleportation spell. It's clearly very real, or Maruna wouldn't have destroyed it. I abandoned that hellhole, so go for it. Do I have pictures of my feet on my computer? Desktop. Streaming. It would be in the streaming folder, if anything. Streaming, Bunferno. Here. I mean, I do have a few pictures of my feet. I need to get more photo shoots, man. I really need to get more photo shoots. Ah, man, I might need to delete these images. I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, I think this about sums it up for today's stream. And it's already 9:30 p.m. for me, so I think this is a good spot to round things up and say wee woo to your Shninu. We will all see each other tomorrow or next week. Just mildly disturbed about your latest dialogue, so goodbye. Stepan, I thought at this point you would have gotten used to it. I'm just, compared to many other VTubers, I'm incredibly pure and innocent. Maybe just malfunctioned. Oh no. So, all that's left to be said from me for now, for today, is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. I will see you in the other streams. Gooby, make sure to hydrate, you guys. I'm going to raid anyone into Twitch, maybe. I'm going to end YouTube stream for now, though. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. I'm ending the YouTubers.